Welcome back everybody, let's play Hot Wheels Beat That, where we're going to eliminate just a little bit more. I think 2 more eliminators. Ultimately Nash is going to come after this one, and it's not going to be too bad because we're going to play as cars that aren't terrible. But one day we're going to play as... should probably play as... Slingshot just a little bit more. One day we will have a terrible time there, I assure you. This one's kind of weird because, as we've seen before, the bowling pins can get knocked down without you actually getting credit for it. Potentially getting knocked down by opponents, or I think if you hit one bowling pin and that hits another bowling pin, it doesn't count. You need to actually touch all the bowling pins yourself. But you can't tell which ones you've touched if they're all on the ground. So you just have to run around tapping them all. And drift, I guess. You know, it's going to be really weird if I ever watch footage of this game from somebody else playing an unmodified version of the game. Seeing these cars without texture packs on them. Even little ones like, say, Battle Spec. Like, I made such a small modification of Battle Spec. I just changed its base color. Or, I changed it back to its original base color. How'd that hit no one? I thought I was aiming right at race cam when I first hit the fire button. Hey, I'm not in last. Go ahead. Stop telling us lies. Ferg is so brave being here. Unfortunately, I don't think he's going to be in the tournament. I wish he would be, though. Because then we would get to see how he actually holds up against everybody else. I'm not going to do the exploit this time, by the way. I don't really feel like doing more cheating. As helpful as it was before. Also, I have a really hard time doing it consistently nowadays. Stop stammering. I'm trying to improve my pronunciation, so I try to stop and say something again if I don't like how I'm saying it. But then if I just mess it up again, I just end up stammering like that. But I was gonna... oh, so when I was doing that particular sequence break on that loop in the last run through of this game in Nitro, I was able to do it fairly consistently and fall back down to the track below and all that. I have a super hard time doing that nowadays for some reason. Off camera, I've always had a super hard time managing to in any capacity. Oh wow, that was really smooth. That usually goes a lot worse. Jackhammer has no problem there because it doesn't go fast enough to end up clicking itself on the... what's happening? The couch. But off camera, I cannot consistently get myself to actually fall past the death barrier. It's really weird. I feel like how this is a massive loop that even the longest cars, such as Governor, can actually do alright on. That was quite high intent for that to happen. Yeah, I said using MP. And sometimes I have a hard time even falling off the loop at all. I'll accidentally fall back onto the loop whenever I've tried it off screen. Which is really strange. Those shoes. I cannot see those shoes without thinking of what happened so fast at one point. And I don't say that just to like be amusing and entertaining. I actually mean that. Every single time I drive past those shoes, I think of when So Fast got stuck on them in such a ridiculous fashion. Oh my god! I'm getting very gurgly these past episodes when I get excited. I don't know why. But yeah, that was a nice little half rotation. It was very exact too. The car just rotated 90 degrees or 180 degrees and just stopped. No more rotating. No inertia whatsoever. Just upside down. That's how I want to be. This is how I was meant to be. Oh, I don't have a turbo for so long. Did I accidentally use a turbo or something? I might have. No problem. Is there really a shortcut to open up in this level? I don't think there. Yeah, there is. Let me take it just for fun. It's on the left here, I believe. It's not really faster or anything. It gives you a power up. Open. In fact, I feel like it's a lot slower. What were our goals today? Oh, one was knocking down the pins. The other was drifting, was it? Whatever. Slingshot managed to get through the race in the first place, so let's take that as being sufficient in their current condition. And the dreaded multi-lane mash, which I dread slightly less since we're going to be in an okay car. You know what? I hate to use that multiple times in a row. Slingshot, excuse me. But I actually do want to play as Slingshot for this one. I like to... Whoa! That got really loud! Why is that so loud? I would like to have... I'd like to get to play as Slingshot going through a run-through of the final course in this game. The one that I dread the most. Incidentally. I also hate the start of this one, and the end of it for that matter. Lots of things you can just hit yourself on in really bad ways. It also always turns out super chaotic in the beginning. Yeah! I like adding to that chaos too. They're not seeing each other things and whatnot. Because everybody's getting just power-ups. This is like playing on the easiest of easy modes though. Not being bedlam. Not being... It's not bedlam, right? Who is it that Jackhammer is in this game? Is it bedlam? All of a sudden, I don't remember. Like, who could it be? There's Governor, there's 16 inches. Why are you so much faster than me? You're not faster than me. Stop that! What are you doing? You're not faster. Go away. Also, pause. Let's, save state. Because well, another reason I hate this track is the track crashes right around here sometimes. So many reasons I hate this track. Not that I think it's like especially terribly designed. Like having straightaways isn't necessarily a bad thing. It just weights it towards the faster cars a lot, which makes it really cruel. No, stop it. You can smoke. I actually managed to stop him from passing me for a little bit. That was kind of funny. But that makes it especially cruel to require you to use Jackhammer here. And as effectively impossible. I applaud the very few people in this world that actually managed to win this race that way. I really only have one idea as to how you would do that. I'll talk about it in the tournament. I've said already that I won't play as Jackhammer during this tournament. It just wouldn't be worth it. What are you doing, Pins? Whatever. Let's get another save state just because it also might crash on this lap. Anytime you go through this section right here, you crash. As you've seen happen multiple times. In fact, that was how the previous run-through of the previous difficulty, Nitro, ended, if you recall. I should probably take this route at least once. It's not that bad as it was. That was pretty okay. If you mess it up, it's really bad, because then you slam your face into a wall. No speed for me. No boost. Everyone's actually managing to stay right behind me though, which is kind of surprising. That's not normally the case. I guess this is not long in the way of places to get ahead here. Oh, don't get spun out. Yeah, I just had to end that drift there, because otherwise I would have oversteered. And life would have gone a lot worse. I don't know what it is with Muscle Tone lately, being the one that decides to stay ahead. Like, it's not the most capable of cars at this point. Save state. Just save state in case the... I don't know if I made it especially clear. If the game crashes there, I can just load the save state and then everything will be okay again. So that's what I'm doing something I would not normally do, taking a save state in the middle of a recording session. Like that. Why are you getting on second place? I feel like that's kind of unfair. Like, I think it's dumb when I get it in second place, I think it's dumb when you get it in second place. And there are a few ways of looking at it, I guess. I'm gonna try this, I'm gonna go through on faith. I can't steer, but I'm gonna go right through. It worked okay. I guess it might be because they were actually pretty much in second last at the same time, despite being in only third. And that looked beautiful. I really like that drift there. Okay, wait. How's the person in second so far behind now? What happened? Oh, they might have messed up on the... They could have messed up on the corkscrew, I guess. Just as, I guess. Airtime! Beautiful. Good job, Slingshot. And I guess we'll finish off this episode like we did in the last one, with a little bit of Rampage. We have a couple more to do next episode as well, and then a tournament. First though, who will we play as? I think we're good with Danny for now. We just have not been seeing Gearhead enough lately. It's nice to be Gearhead again. Points, which practically speaking just means drifting. Drifting or drafting for that matter. And hit some cans. Wanton Destruction. Gearhead can do that too. The Velocity X game really turned out to be bad apples, didn't they? Do any of them really... Do any characters that arose from Velocity X ever like regularly contribute in a positive way to this universe? In the sense of like not making other people's lives worse. Like we have the super egotistical superiority complex. They already knocked on the cans for me! Jerks. Boom. We have Danny who just wants to attack everyone and ruin their day, essentially. We have Otto. We have Savannah, or whatever her name is, who doesn't really seem to be capable of doing much of anything. She just drives a van that doesn't really seem to do much useful. I'm actually not sure. We have Metacog too. Metacog's not a bad driver as far as I can tell, or a bad guy in general. Oh! Ah, darn it! Managed to clip into something that I was not supposed to clip into. Now, looking kind of cool if I managed to make the best out of that situation. At least they don't have that, like, kill you or anything falling down there. And by that I mean just have you respawn somewhere else. But yeah, is that it? In terms of recurring characters, the Professor did actually appear in like one other game? Two, maybe? Was it anything else? Did the Professor appear in anything? Man, I've gotten really good at that lately. That was not supposed to hit somebody though. Did the Professor appear in anything other than... Ooh. What was it? Turbo Racing? I don't remember if they did. They might have appeared in one other game. I don't remember which. And I didn't really bother with points, but whatever. I'm not too concerned. I don't think. No, I didn't. The other goal was cans. Yeah, just interesting thinking about that. So Metacog might have been the only positive influence, because otherwise we had Otto and their goons, I guess. Those are the only ones I don't think I mentioned. Which doesn't really help either. I don't think they've really produced a positive contribution to society either. Huh. So Metacog is probably the only one that's actually, like, good for the people around them. Maybe. Like, Metacog hasn't really gotten much focus overall. In any case, I'll see you guys next time in the next episode of Let's Play Hot Wheels Beat That. Not the last one, but we'll start the tournament, so maybe second last or third last. One of those two. Anyways, see you then, guys.